All right, but I do have one different topic, I guess. So we'll cover that in the next few minutes if you would like, which is money. Money versus enlightenment. It's, I guess, coming from all different teachings as well. And just like how you mentioned that one must renounce, let go this money aspect or money, wealth, luxury, put together all the richness that we have to let go of it in order to be enlightened. And a person who's in the spiritual path should not desire luxury, wealth, money. So let's talk a little bit on that topic.
Who said that you shouldn't have money in order to be enlightened? I'm getting paid for this, aren't I? No? I'm just kidding.
Sorry, trader.
So there's just life. There's only life. And within that life, things are flowing through life. You could say that life exists as formlessness, and then it takes form. It appears to take form. So every one of you is life appearing to take a form. And I feel very fortunate because I'm sitting in front of you and these are such beautiful forms that life has taken. You guys look great. Good form. And so the energy also can take the form of trading energy between these forms. So I give you something, you give me something back. Trade, barter, which eventually became specie, money, currency, that kind of a thing, right? It's just more energy, right? If I work for you and you feed my family, but you never give me any money, is that sufficient? Sure, I can do that. There doesn't have to be money. So I think we tend to equate having money with having life. Life has us. We don't have life. So you can have lots of money or you can have very little money. If you're alive and you're breathing, then life still has you. When life wants to go from the form back into the formlessness, that will happen out of your control. It may look like it happened because you ran out of money. You know, sometimes it's rare, but sometimes people run so far out of money that they're homeless and they're on the street and they're taking drugs, and the next thing you know, they die. And that can happen. That's one version of the movie where life goes from form back into formlessness because it wanted to, but it makes it look like it's because you ran out of money. Don't worry about that. You know, life has a story to tell through you and a contribution, apparently, that it wants your individual self that isn't a self to make, right? So as long as you're on track with that, you're a success. Whatever you do, what do you guys do with your life? What do you do? Are you a wife? Are you a husband? Are you a worker? Whatever is your contribution. If you got out of bed this morning and you walk down the street and you smiled at one person, you can go back to sleep. You served the day. You contributed life to life. You will probably get compensated in some way for that, even if it doesn't show up as more money in your bank account. Life will take care of you. I'm not sure I'm answering the question, but I don't plan what I'm going to say. So this is just what's coming out. Is that what you're referring to, Vishnu?
Yes. And the very point that you mentioned, that the life will take care of me, it feels like comparing, like how I was a very much a doer person, doing all the time, making money, creating money, etc., etc. So all of a sudden, when I, getting all this information, I feel I'm just the statement that was coming up was I become more and more still like a stone the more I listen to you.
Yeah, I have that
So
effect on people.
it is, I feel the lack of motivation to do anything, but at the same time, I see value in that. How does that happen? And there is also, as I said, always there's a fear within that says, oh, if I stop doing, everything is gonna break and fall apart. How would you address that?
You and I can talk about that separately because that's obviously your issue.
Only my issue, by the way.
Only your issue. But I would also say, a lot of people would feel like some version of that, that I need to be doing something. And I usually tell them, what's going to happen if you don't do something? Well, my life will fall apart. Okay, don't do anything. Try. Go sit on the couch, watch TV. Don't get up for weeks. See if you can do nothing. You all realize, of course, that the choice to do nothing is also a choice. You're also doing something. So see how long you last. Do nothing for a while. You won't last. You'll be up and doing. Very soon, something will be like, and it won't be for yourself, by the way. It'll be for someone else. Your spouse, your lover, your children, your friends. One of your friends will call and say, I hurt my leg. You'll be off of that couch in a minute. Let me come and soothe your leg. We can't not do because we're not the doer. We are not the doer. Life is the doer. There is no we. How could we do anything? This is just life pushing forward, doing things. And then we assign it to this body and this mind. We're not the doer. And you can experience that directly in your life. You can experience how many things do you have control over? How many of you think you have control in life? Put my hand down. We control nothing. Anything that you think that you control, that you have your mind and your consciousness, you know how to grab a hold of a situation and wrestle it and make it go a certain way. But how did you even get to that position? What are your cultural beliefs? What did your parents teach you? Where were you born? What time were you born in? Did you have control over any of that? Do you really have free will? Life is lifing. You're just you don't even factor into the equation. You're just a bystander.